Hello, everyone. You are very welcome to our podcast, our next episode of the tech podcast where we are talking about the tech solutions. We are talking about the Salesforce. We are talking about the staff accommodation services and how our company Redtag could help our partners to find right solution with the staff accommodation services on the challenges that our partners face with. And I want to introduce myself. My name is Elena Kudria, and I'm a marketing director at Redtag. And I'm very welcome my guest from our long-term partner and very respectful partner, Mysolution company. So we use Karsten, technical director Salesforce at the Mysolutions and at Mysolution. And used, I will give you a couple of words to tell about yourself and your role in your company. So please.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you, Lena. Thank you for having me. Yeah, so my name is Joost Karsten, and I've been working with Mysolution for over 10 years now. First as a developer on Business Central. That's a different product from Microsoft. And in 2017, we started out on the Salesforce platform. And I was there at the very beginning, and I set the product up from a technical perspective. And as such, we grew and we got more developers. And I've been directing those developers. And since this year, my official function is technical director at Salesforce.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Joost, for introducing yourself. And to kick things off, I want to ask you, could you please tell us more about the Mysolution and the critical work, the critical nature of your work, Mysolution company?
Yeah, so Mysolution is a company that is having products on the Business Central platform and on the Salesforce platform, and our market is the staffing market. So, and I'm talking about any kind of staffing, right? So that is a temporary work, and also secondment, and we also also freelancers, any type of work you can imagine that we support, and especially we support interim companies that bring employees and employers together, and we deliver software to support their processes. And this is from all perspectives. We deliver an end-to-end solution. So you think about from the front end, from the front office side, where you hire candidates, find candidates, and have a first interview, second interview, and then you decide to hire them or reject them, and then gathering the documents, the juridical documents that they need, passports, like that, and then if everything is in order, then they get placed at an employer. And from there on out, we also support invoicing and salary slips. So the total package we bring to all those companies. Yeah.
I see. Thank you. That sounds incredibly impactful. And my next question is, and how did Salesforce come into play in your operations?
Yeah, that's a great question. So originally, we majored in Business Central. This is what we are really good at is in supporting the back end, the back office processes, like salary slips and invoicing, but also our registration and all the heavy lifting processes that you have in a country where you want to handle your employees. But what we were not good at, and that is where Business Central is not good at, is the CRM part, right? So we had two choices. We could either go to Microsoft CRM, or we could have gone, or we could go to Salesforce. And to everybody's surprise, our founding partner chose Salesforce, even though we are Microsoft partner. So that was an interesting choice, and I was asked then to step in. Um, and Salesforce is beautiful because it's so easy to search and yeah, to communicate with your candidates, and this is really missing in Business Central. So this is the first reason why we got there, why we stepped over to Salesforce. And when we started out, we thought that it would stay at like a satellite software product, like a small thing. Some customers would adapt that, but the enthusiasm was so great. It was there was so much interest in that it became quickly a very important product, and we at some point put it on in the market as this is your front office application, and then there is the back office application on Business Central, and this combination is really working for our customers.
Thank you, Just. I totally agree with you. Even when we are speaking with our end customers, sometimes partners who are also choosing from, for example, Salesforce CRM from other systems, Microsoft, and they always choose Salesforce because it's really better. It's better. It likes a great match because Salesforce usually it's like can propose better solution to your two pain points of the partner and customer or other customer of the system. So totally agree with you. And my next question is about our company. So what made you choose Redtag, our company, as your partner in navigating through this?
Yeah, so at some point we were upscaling, and I couldn't do the programming alone anymore. So we needed help quickly, and also we needed experienced people, right? We didn't have time at that point to train people, and finding the right people is also very hard. So so we are doing two things. So we try also to hire our own employees, and we hire also a flexible number of people that freelancers or yeah, that was the goal. And Redtag came into play when one of our founding partners had a referral of one of your customers, and they said you need to have Redtag because they are very reliable and it's good people, and it's for the long term. So then we just said, okay, you know what, let's try this. You know, let's see how this goes, and we did just that, and that went very well. And I think we have now 5 people of Redtag in our on our payroll. Yeah.
Thank you very much for your good words, and we are always thankful to all our partners, and and for that they can referral and for the references from our partners, and they can recommend us to find other partners. And from our experience, really to grow very fast. So our company, as our specialists, could always we like it's like a match in that time. So when our partner is growing, we are also we can help to grow our partner, and we are also growing with our partner. And my another question is, what were the primary objectives you aim to meet with Redtag's help?
Yeah, so we are kind of a special case, I think, for Redtag, but I'm not sure. Maybe you can tell me. That is that we are an OEM partner of Salesforce, and so we create a dedicated product up on top of Salesforce, not as an ISV, but really as partner. And so we also can sell orgs. We also can resell licenses. This is what I mean. So in order to work on this product, which is a big product. I think it's over 6,000 components right now, which is considerable in Salesforce perspective. So we need people that are highly qualitative, can really provide quality. So we have very tight processes and reviews and stuff that ensure quality. Because if one failure is in the code, then all of our customers, and that's over 200, are affected. So this is why we are very keen on having the right people. So what we expect from our people is two things. They have to write code well, but they also have to understand code well, and understand more than just the code, but also the product and where we're going to. And what we want is somebody to have a discussion with. So it's not enough to just say, okay, you have a functional design here, go from top to bottom and do it exactly as written. We expect that our developers can say, listen, this functional design is not totally correct. We need it's better to go this way or to go that way. And this is where our people are very good in, and also what we see with Redtag, where they deliver, I think, strategic advice, and they also can do really heavy lifting. So yeah. But in total, we have 5 people, and that's two programmers from Redtag. No, three programmers from Redtag, and I think 15 of our own. So that gives a bit. I think that reflects a bit on the balance in our development, development team.
Thank you, and thank you for also your good words, because really in Redtag, all our developers, specialists, architects, and consultants, we are always trying to make more for our partners, to make this value added even in consulting. So we are always trying, not only to do something manually, what our partner can say to us to do it, can tell to us to do it, but also we are always as I told and as I mentioned, we are always trying to do even more and to be like a really strategic consultant partner for our partner. Yeah, thank you. And can you share more details about our collaboration process among our companies?
Yeah, I think when we started out, I remember that if I'm not mistaken, it was Oleg was presented as to be the team leader for Redtag, for the developer that was in our service of our we hired from Redtag. And then I said, no, we don't want that. We want to coordinate and to lead the developer ourselves. And that was okay, and it was fine. And so I felt like there's not much bureaucracy, right? There's just a clean communication forth and back, and yeah, that's I think that's very good. So to give you an idea about our expectations from developers, and I'm talking about developers, but we also have testers from Redtag, and it's so they are totally equal colleagues for us, right? So they do everything that we do. For example, so as an OEM partner, we what we do is we make a strict separation between low code and really the programming. And with low code, I mean flows and everything you can implement. So what we do is we depend heavily on Apex and LWC to to do what we want. So, for example, we stay away from validation rules. Anyway, so in order to do that, you really have to be um, aware of certain guidelines and rules. And so we start a day with a daily, right, where we say, okay, what are you working on, and what problems do you have, and then if needed, we follow up by a refinement. Yeah, it depends on how much work we still have. If we do not have much work, then we go refine. So we create our own new work. So this is a rough functional design basically, and that is then more specified by the developers. So we talk about the functional design, and then we say, okay, we need to go this way, or we need to go that way, or and we go in play show places in code where this needs to be changed there, and this needs to be done, and this is a really discussion between developers. And also the testers attend to that meeting where they look at the test scenarios from their side, and they then judge if their test scenarios are okay, or maybe they have to provide more test scenarios for themselves, and they get also really into the topic, right? So it's also about knowledge sharing. So and the good thing is, what I appreciate from Redtag, it's not only Salesforce. We have Redtag developers that also work on Azure Functions, for example, which is a totally different programming language. At least we use .NET to program in Azure Functions. And I think the Redtag developers are not afraid of to pick something up like that. So yeah, that's a bit of the work that Redtag developers do alongside with our developers. Yeah,
It's true. It's true. You know, I know that I think that all people in our company, you know, they are not afraid to face with any challenges. So they are always ready, and especially our developers are ready to find like the best solution to do what they can do the best anyway. So, and I think that it is also like the right quality for the partner, you know, just not to say to our partner that, oh no, we can't do it, we can't because we have no experience, or we don't know this language. So we are not afraid any challenges really, and we can find better really better solution.
yeah, but I think it's not only about being not afraid, right? Because you can be not afraid, and then you can build something and make something which is really bad, but you know because it's also about communication, right? If it's I think the thing that takes most guts is to say, I don't understand. I need to have you explain this to me, and what do you want, and do I go in the right direction? Um, I think that's also very, very important. And this needs you need trust for that. You need to trust the people, and also you need to be able to count on those people to come for you with questions. And so a good atmosphere is very important. Since in my daily I have like 20 people, and then some of them are stakeholders, others are developers, and 5 of those are from Redtag. So you can imagine our language that we do is English, of course, and yeah, it's very intercultural happening. So we make a lot of fun, and also we compare Dutch expressions with Ukrainian expressions, and we have a lot of fun with that. Yeah, so we try to make a party of it every time.
It's awesome. It's awesome. Okay, and so I want to ask you my next question. And what are some of the improvements that you've seen after starting the collaboration with us, with our company? So maybe you can share with us these insights. What was the improvements? What did you see that was better, that started to work better?
Yeah, yeah, I think um, I think it's very important to note that we do this job together, right? So I think there's not a distinction between what Redtag did better than we did. I think it's really a cooperation on all levels. Um, but one of your developers that is working for us, he does amazing things, um, and he's very good at front end, for example, and I think he really brought the expertise about that and the ideas to yeah to us, and also he's kind of a mentoring role, like
Mhm.
yeah, and I think the more people we hire from Redtag, the more he gains this role. So I think that is really important and really appreciate it. Yeah.
And I know you are talking about whom you are talking about. Yeah, it's also I just want to say that it's very pleasant to work with this developer, because I also sometimes we invite him to our webinars, or no, or invited him to participate in our other marketing activities, and so he always tell yes, and he's very open, he's very collaborative, very positive, and it's a great pleasure to work with him also.
Couldn't
Yeah.
agree more.
And
Yeah.
so I even I can imagine how what fun do you have together, with our team, your team, our team. Yeah, because all this positive vibe, it's very important, yeah, for work to have, really. And looking ahead, what does the future hold for Mysolution, for your company, in terms of technology integration and our partnership with Redtag, your partnership with Redtag, our collaboration, our partnership?
Yeah, I think more of the same. So it's a scale up. We are currently in a situation where we can diversify more. So that means that we can have little products on top of our Salesforce product again. And um, yeah, so I think it's an iteration, right? So we do the same but more, basically. And yeah, I think what's really important is that our development department is really in the shadow of our sales department and our consultancy department. So for us, what matters most is our customers, and we do anything to support our customers. And uh, I think what the most beautiful thing is that we come up with an idea that did not come up with our customers. For example, a WhatsApp integration, right? If no customer asks for it, but if we offer it to them and they react really positive, then I think we did a really good job, because then we anticipated on something that the customer did not, and then you can make customers really really happy.
I see. I see. Thank you. I think that, just maybe in future we can work, you and our team can work on artificial intelligence solutions. So because these solutions, these products, even in Salesforce package, they're highly demand now. So I think that it will be a great challenge to
Yeah,
work
this
with
is a
solutions
great
with it.
example, because this is exactly what we recently did. We brought out a new product which is called Maya, Mysolution AI, assistant. And yeah, great name, right? And this product is really doing things like, for example, matching, right? So you have a resume on the one hand, and you have the job description on the other hand, and they um, can have a certain degree of similarity, right? They are looking, for example, if your job is asking for an account manager, and in your resume there is an account manager, then this is a clear match, right? Okay, I am account manager. You're looking for account manager. There you go, match. But the difficulty is if you have a resume and it says customer success manager, which is basically the same as account manager, but your job offer or your job is mentioning and wanting a account manager, then traditional matching systems won't work because they just don't see a match. And this is where AI really comes in, because with AI you can semantically find similarities between those documents, and it's therefore possible to have a really good match using AI in like a matter of milliseconds, and it helps you think out of the box. So if you are as a recruiter, you are used to having your own little bubble of candidates. You called them yesterday, you have a good feeling with them, and then if you match with AI can suddenly say, okay, listen, here's a candidate that you did not think of earlier, and then this can hopefully give you surprises like, okay, I didn't think of this candidate, how nice, and I'm going to contact him. So yeah, this is what we also do next to the usual things like generating job descriptions and the things you can also do with ChatGPT, for example. Yeah, and I think another great feature is that we can bring insights with AI, so that you can say, um, tell me everything about this candidate, right? And this candidate is then in the Salesforce system, and you can ask Maya to say something about this candidate, and which is helpful, for example, in the job interviews. If you're having a job interview, you have a little summary of this candidate, so you don't have to go read the Salesforce contact card and say, okay, what's his name, first name, last name, etc. You just get a nice description and stuff. So AI is really the way to go in the future, definitely. Thank you for giving me the opportunity here.
But it's awesome use, what products you do, and I think that it's very good topic for our next podcast. About we can talk about your products with artificial intelligence, and how, for example, with the help of staff augmentation services and our company Redtag, to how we can also participate in this project, yes, and how our people, our developers could help to develop these solutions and these programs and these products. So I think that it could be really very great, interesting topic where we can share some insights, details, and really we need to plan our next podcast regarding this topic, artificial intelligence. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much for this interview, for your insights, for your experience regarding our collaboration with our company. I just want to ask our guests if you have different questions, so feel free to ask them. You can ask any questions, and you can write in chat. I will check if we have questions, additional questions. I think that everything is clear. Okay, we have no questions. Okay, so thank you very much again for your time, for your insights, for your very interesting conversation. And I want also to say I'm very grateful and thank for your time for time of our guests, and have a good and a great day. And I think that we will see you on our next webinars and on our next podcasts. Please follow us, our social network, and follow us also, and read us from our invitation, from your emails. We are always invite our partners and to whom and everybody to whom our podcast webinars on this topic is interesting. So thank you very much for your time, and see you next time. Bye.